It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Crisp. I never really knew what they meant when they said it was a crisp day. But today, I get it. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Banlist came out today, and it was one of the best ban lists that I have ever seen. There was so many cards coming off the list that were awesome. They banned the right cards. There's always a few misses. I think they could have hit like Verde Anaconda, and then probably should have hit Artifact Scythe. But other than that, I think Konami did a great job with this ban list. I think it's going to be a really fun format. And so today I'm bringing you my top 10, what I think, budget decks. Number one, actually, at the moment, could probably not be considered a budget deck, but it has had a lot of reprints, and it very well could be a budget deck if you make it that way. And I can show you a version of that. Here's my top 10. Starting off with number 10. Now this one's kind of a question mark. That's why it's at number 10, because I didn't really know it was coming off the ban list. Nobody did. So I didn't really have much testing with it. But I feel like it has a chance. And that, of course, is Lunalight. It's a deck I've messed around with last year a little bit, obviously without Tiger, which is arguably one of the best cards in the deck. That's why it was forbidden. It was kind of like too good because it is not once per turn. You're going to be able to special summon any Lunalight monster from your graveyard. And if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, so doesn't matter what your opponent does. It's pretty much kind of like Pendulum Magicians, how they destroy themselves. There's not much you can do to them to kind of interrupt that. But yeah, specifically I'm thinking like a Danger Lunalight, especially with like Nessie coming off the list as well. And we have cards like Destrudo, which I don't know if I'm going to use that or not in it. And obviously Fairy Tale Snow, but it's definitely a deck that's on my radar, and I'm going to be looking into a lot and testing. So that's number 10. Again, kind of a question mark, because I don't think many people have been testing a lot, obviously, with Tiger in the deck. If it helps the deck out a tremendous amount, I think it does definitely help it out a lot. So wait and see on that one. Number 9, ABC. If not just for Destrudo coming off the list, and then some of these top tier decks getting hit a little bit, should help out ABC. You're able to go into synchros obviously with this, and it's just a really good extender. And then number 8 is Pendulum Magicians, because Astrograph Sorcerer came off the list, and also Skullcrat Joker. Skullcrat Joker came off the list, and Astrograph is now limited. So I think, again, that just kind of just helps out the deck. Doesn't make it top tier, but it definitely helps it out a lot. You'll probably see some crazy stuff from Triff with this. Number 7, Heroes. This could potentially even be higher. This is kind of just where I have it right now. But obviously a Hero Lives is semi-limited now, which is, I think, really huge for the deck, especially the way that I play it. If you activate this, you're gaining advantage of some sort. You're either, special summoning Stratos, searching any hero monster, or special summoning Shadow Mist, searching a Mask Change. And there's tons of other options as well. But yeah, Hero Lives has always been good in the deck. Definitely having that too is really, really nice. Number 6 is Zombie. Now again, kind of, like a dark zombie deck. Destrudo will again really help the deck out. It'll help you go into cards like Red Eye Zombie Necro, which is a really good card for the deck. I think zombies anyway are just really, really good. That's definitely, again, another one that could potentially even be higher. But that's kind of the placeholder right now where I have it. Number 5, and again, this is, in my opinion, budget decks. Heroes is kind of on the borderline there, but you can make versions of all of these that are fairly budget. Number 5, I'm going with Burning Abyss, and I'm going to actually be working with kind of an old card, Orbital Hydrolander. That's mostly because of Fairy Tale Snow. These two cards back in the day are just really, really good in BAs. So I think now, obviously, that we have Fairy Tale Snow, this is a must in BAs. But then I'm thinking about maybe adding back in Hydrolander because it is just a really fun card, especially with Snow. It makes it actually an option to play this card. So yeah, I think BAs got a real nice boost with Snow. And it's always going to be a decent deck, and it's always going to be like a budget deck as well. And then number 4, going with Lightsworn. They, of course, again, those two cards I've been mentioning pretty much the whole video, Destrudo and Fairy Tale Snow, are crazy in this, and especially with a card like Curious that you have access to. You're just going to send either one of these just directly to the grave, and then hopefully mill the other one, and just go off from there. And it opens up the possibility of also playing cards like Shooting Riser Dragon, which I really like. Again, it's another one that can just flat out send Fairy Tale Snow, and then allows you to synchro summon into something like Black Rose Dragon to just blow up the board on your opponent's turn. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with the Lightsworn deck, but I think it's going to be really good with even just these two cards, because at one point the deck basically, that's all it did was just get Snow to the grave, and that's how it won, was just getting enough Fairy Tale Snow in the grave, or just getting it to the grave, because then you're just going to be reusing it over and over again. And then number 3, going with Salamandrate. It's again a really good budget deck, that's why it's so high. And then they also give it another Salamandrate Circle, so it has 2 Salamandrate Circle, a quick play Searcher. This card is crazy. I mention it in every deck profile. This is the best spell card for Salamandrates. Amazing. And then number 2, going with Invoked. They decided not to hit this card, or hit any card in the Invoked engine. So yeah, play Invoked in any deck you can, because it's really good, consistent, especially with this card. But yeah, I think Invoked Shadal, Invoked Dogmatica, Eldritch Invoked, anything you play it in. This is just a good little engine. They all got reprints, so they're not too expensive. But yeah, number 2, and then number 1 is Eldritch. Again, this is the one that's, again, kind of on the border because of Skill Drain coming off. I think for a meta deck, they're going to be playing 3 Skill Drain, and that card is obviously crazy good and really good in a deck like this. But at the moment, in a budget deck, we're not going to be playing the 3. Might play 1. Some of you might have 1 laying around, but that card, as of right now, it's like crazy expensive. So, but yeah, it's obviously, post this ban list, Trap Eldritch is going to be just a really, really strong deck. And they all got reprints. Pretty much all of the Eldritch cards got all reprints, so you should be able to pick them up fairly cheap. But yeah, that's my top 10, guys, for budget decks for this format that we're going to be in. Hopefully really fun format. Let me know what you guys think. You, of course, have some very, very good ideas. I love any of you guys' comments. Let me know what decks I missed, what decks maybe I had the wrong order, maybe you think a deck's better. Let me know down in the comments, and we'll catch you on the next one.